All right, I'm ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
Fix the Eagles. Here we go, Scott. 70 Timberwolves.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of a shotgun, Richardson going up top. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. Space to run inside the 20. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Sacramento.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Richardson. Rolling right. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He's got his tight end, Orlando Jackson, the second. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. They get 21 on that one. And that will be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Richardson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Anytime a quarterback is sacked, everyone loves to blame the offensive line, but I think this sack, Mike, is every bit as much on the quarterback as it is the O-line. They gave him more than enough time to get that ball out of his hand.
He's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from an even 50 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Shamrocks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Finding room at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. A gain of 48.
68, Mustang 19, 70 Rage, 79 Bronco.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Miami. Greg, we're going to tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I have a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Hey, check that. Check. Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And we're back to South Florida after this. On play action, Richardson moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And a Sacramento.
60 Vikings.
First and 10.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Finds it out to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
19. Come on.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
On the jump.
It's second
Get the line.
at the Dolphins' 23-yard
Ready.
line.
Go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinals. Here we go. Set.
Richardson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. To the pylon, he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown Shamrocks. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Shamrocks will get out in front 17-7.
Dolphins 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
19 tight.
Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Here we go.
There's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Bobcats, top 60, 79 Broncos. Take over.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
19 Lion. Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is third and inches.
19 Tiger. 19. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
Warrior 70. Check. 18 Pipe. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for three. And now it's first and goal.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
That's the score. Shamrocks 17. Dolphins 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Second and 7.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. Richardson to throw. Flush to his right. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. It'll lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
This is one of those situations, Mike, that the offensive linemen kind of look at him like, come on, man, just throw the ball out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds behind the line. It goes down as a sack. So he's going to get a lot of side eyes when he steps back into that huddle.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Count 19 tight. 19. Mustang 19.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Shamrocks will take over possession here at the 44.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
They hand it to Gibbs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Sacramento. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Shamrocks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
What's good, my nigga Honey? I'm seeing your comment hella late, bro.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Now Miami going to use.
Oh, no, I'm talking about brother in the comments.
Clock will stop with 33
Yeah.
seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
60 Bison, Dragon 60. Chap 60, Chap 7 Pirate, Come 19, Come 19.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
60 Maverick, 79 Brook, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. How about that? A gain of 15 on 4th and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
Warriors 70, tag. 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18, scoop.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Shamrocks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Open man is Parker. He's got him. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Hey, go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Pacheco trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
Ready.
He'll try and throw for it with Milrow. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
Ready. Ready, team. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Hey, 21G, solo left Zion.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Ready? The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Milroe. Now, he'll air one out. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25. And that one going to be closed down in the back of your great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the
The ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Regular play action now with Milroe. A throw on the move is caught. They get 14 on that hookup. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19. Come on, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Shamrocks.
Touchdown, Sacramento.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Drift.
They fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18. Solo left Zion. 21G. Step.
On first and 10, here's Tua. A pass deep for Reynolds. And the Shamrocks are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more in the NFL preseason after this.
Okay, break. Cowboys.
Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 4. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
That's good for a Sacramento.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Milrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Throwing is Milrow. And he's in. Touchdown, Sacramento.
Touchdown, Sacramento.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cover 2. Wide. But it's with it. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Quick hitting slant there. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Turbo 2. East, right, snug. Let's go. You. Scat. 21G, 21. Solo left Zion. Long.
Now, 1st down throw for Tua. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Dolphins.
1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18. With that corner, long. Watson, Oscar. Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 6. Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Got ready. 70, Timberwolf.
Brings up second and 7.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
3rd and 6. Motion man is high. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's in bounds. But there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. This one caught by Parker. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now Milrow. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
They're right here. Ready, team? 20, TX. Solo left Zion.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
19, Charger. 9, check.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring it up second down.
It's second and inches.
70, Timberwolf.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Shamrocks send their punter out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This fielded at the 3. A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
I put that shit above that little line, like all the way to the tip. Appreciate you.
1st and 10.
Get set. Watch an Oscar. Step.
They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he is going to score. A pick six for the
About time I got in front of one of them.
Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
You ain't on the Ethernet cord?
Game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen.
You on Wi-Fi or Ethernet?
Less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
I know 2K. 2K be whooping you. That shit take a lot of internet to play that shit. Yeah, 2K probably kick you and hell of shit.
There one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
But good shit though. Yeah, this is my first time seeing your name on here. I mean, like 4 of them, 5 of them.
Solo left Zion. Let's go. 21G, 21G.
Oh, my mama.
2 and out on 1st down.
I got my niggas locked in too. Some niggas joining late.
He is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred.
At least you in this motherfucker when the season just started.
In this one, I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just
And it's preseason. You feel me?
or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now Milrow on 1st down. That one caught by Lester. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. A run. It's Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Milrow to throw. Pushed out to his left. And the final
Good game, bro.
game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win.